morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ozzy. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. In today's In today's video, we are going to be ranking about 81 of the Royal High realms. I tried to get every single realm that I could. The wiki page definitely helped me out a lot here. I did actually make this tier list. This tier list is public, so if you want to make your own, I will have it pinned in the comments. I could have missed a couple realms, a couple things like that. I can't have the images have the realm names, so I have the file of all of the photos up on my other screen, so then I can see the realm names. But if you do this yourself, please feel free to tag me on any of the socials that I have. It's typically the Ozzy Plays YT or the Ozzy Plays on most of my socials, so you'll find me somewhere, some way, somehow. And without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Alrighty, the first realm that we are actually going to be ranking is the AFK realm, which if you listen a little closely, you'll actually be able to hear its music and the background noise in the background of a lot of my videos. I'm actually listening to it right now. I tend to open up different realms when I'm doing videos like this, where I can just talk and I don't have to be playing the game, just to have background noise. Plus, a lot of the times my Wi-Fi will disconnect, and then it'll disconnect me from the game, but you can still hear the background noise sometimes, so it's really nice. I've always loved the AFK realm. I think it's beautiful just because of the music and things like that. Now, the cloud cache aspect of things, obviously there's definitely ways that it could improve there. I think there are thousands of concepts that are out there on the internet. But I think just being able to buy more things with cloud cache, or being able to convert it into certain things, would be nice. I think at the same time, certain changes, like being able to convert cloud cache to diamonds, would be a little late. And what I mean by that is, there's never such thing as too late to drop an update. But I think that's one thing that you have to be careful with, is because, if people are able to farm a lot of cloud cache, or have a lot of cloud cache, wow, that's a word that I can't pronounce yet today, but they definitely have a lot of it, so I think anything on that side of things would definitely involve a deeper dive. But I do think the AFK realm is beautiful. The next two realms are the apartments lobby and the apartments. Now, I don't go there very often. I am more of a fan of the lobby than I am of the apartments. My main only really issue with the apartments is that a lot of the times, if you're in somebody else's private server, it takes you to their apartment and not your apartment. Some things, you can't see chats at all, which I get why to some extent the chat boxes were made that way, I think originally to try and keep the chats hidden to that apartment, but I don't think that's necessary, honestly. I don't think that's necessary whatsoever, but I definitely do like them. I don't think I ended up being able to find the Christmas apartments on the pages that I use the wiki mainly. I don't think it's on here, but I'll go searching for an apartment picture and it will be on here eventually in the future. The next realm is going to be art class. Definitely, I do think it's beautiful. It is a great thing to farm. I think honestly it is extremely iconic, actually, now that I think about it. It is a big change. And even original art class was such a fun thing. I like original art class a little bit more, just because I guess it's more because of how easy it was compared to the new art class now. Easy farm wise, obviously the new art class now you have to worry about people not drawing the right things, intentionally, losing people's rounds, those kind of things, and the bots are really bad there. But in general, I really love art class. I'm glad that it was able to be participated in the the glitter frost like chest hunt. I thought that was really cool. Our next is going to be Autumn Town, which I'm pretty sure it came back last year. So it is both an OG realm and a newer realm, depending on when you joined the game. A lovely realm. Again, that's an iconic realm. That is one of the realms that are kind of like the start of Real High, really. You know, it's one of the realms that really showed how much that they could do. Next up is going to be the Ballroom. This is a new realm that came out in 2025. It is a seasonal realm, so it's only going to be available during Glitter Frost and New Year's. I think this one is not only beautiful, but I think it can go into the iconic category because it was the realm brought back like the New Year's events, and I really hope that they really like keep sticking with those. I still have the cakes from it. I kept them in my book bag as like a memorial thing. But I really do love that realm. Love it. Our next realm is going to be a battle of a Royale. It's the I know I can't say the name properly because my mouth doesn't word things the way that it is supposed to, but I don't really go there. I don't do the little shooty bow and arrow mini game. I did see though that it's starting to kind of make a comeback. I know there's somebody on Twitter that I follow who's been doing like their own little series of farming that class, so I definitely do think it's a good class. I don't know if you could really call it that, being that it's its own realm per se, but I'm gonna call it a class because I think it's a class. I mean, there's obviously the version of it in Campus 4 as well, so I think it's a realm. I don't go there. I think it's a good realm. I don't really go there. I think I've played it maybe once or twice, that realm specifically, and haven't really played it ever since. Our next is the Beach House. Love that realm. I think it's iconic for me personally. I think it has a lot of memories, and I've done so many tutorials for the chests in that area, and I love the role plays that we used to do there. I have so many like photo shoots that me and a lot of my friends had did like when I first started creating content as the Ozzy Plays. So it's definitely more of an iconic realm for me, memory's sake. Now I have Campus 4 Alpha, and Beta, I think, on here. This first one is going to be Campus 4. That is the current Campus 4 that is out. I would say it does kind of fall under iconic in general, but I don't think it falls under iconic for me. But I do think it's beautiful. I think it's an amazing realm. It's obviously not finished. There's obviously new areas of it that got added recently. I say obviously too much in videos like these where I'm just yapping. But it is a really beautiful realm, and I think it's iconic for a lot of other people. I think it's the first realm for a lot of new players, so it's definitely iconic in that sense. But for me personally, I wouldn't say it falls under iconic too much, just because like it's just kind of always been there, if that makes sense for me. It wasn't anything that I really had like major memories tied to. The next realm is going to be Campus 4 Alpha. I think that one kind of falls more under iconic, especially with the recent passing of Vianci. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think that realm really hit where a lot of people's like heartstrings are, definitely for mine as well. To see someone put so much effort into something like that and to really care about a realm like that it was really amazing, you know. to stay up on like the late nights and watch the streams that Vianci would make of, you know, the builds and the sneak peeks and the jokes of, you know, the labels that they would have. They used to have like the little square boxes of telling them what would be where and like things like that. I think that realm really sits with a lot of people, and with the newest add-on of the charity event for Vianci, which I am assuming is going to be like a year-round thing, just because the Goddess of Triumph is. It means a lot, you know. He was 19. I'm gonna cry. Sorry, I didn't think that was gonna make me so upset. I didn't think a silly, like, little winking all Royal High realms was actually gonna lead me to crying at 4 o'clock in the morning. Vianci was a massive Vianci was a massive inspiration for me and thousands, and if not millions of other people. And I don't think Royal High is ever going to be the same without him, for sure. So I'm really glad that I got to meet him and do, you know, enter into his little pageants. And even though the RHSS did not end well, was a completely different story, I am glad that I got to be a part of that community as well. To move on, so I don't continue crying. I'm not moving on in like a mean way. We have the Castle's Heart, which was the early Valentines. That's at least the photo that is there. We've got Castle's Heart Flowering, Castle's Heart Royal Rain, Castle's Heart Glitter Frost, and then we have the Tidal Glow version of Castle's Heart. I think the Royal Rain is definitely the biggest iconic one for me. I loved how it was almost like a polar opposite of what Castle's Heart is. To go from the bright colors and all of that to the mystery and the dark, and then, you know, the floating candles and things like that was always iconic. I think another iconic one for sure is going to be the Glitter Frost version. Getting on live streams, meeting content creators, and like all of us trying to chop the tree down was the most like amazing thing I could ever think of. I do also love Tidal Glow. I think that one is also decently iconic, just because of, again, it drastically changes what Castle's Heart is just in general. You know, it's a bunch of water fairies are flooding the castle is something that I see people talk about so much, and I love that it is something that even Royal High Vaux makes post about, where it's like, oh, we're looking into an investigation of water fairies flooding Castle's Heart. Like, for them to add that roleplay aspect, is it attacking the water fairies? Maybe, but I do think it, I think it, I did not think this video was going to be this hard on me. I'm so sorry. I think it is a really, like, amazing realm. I feel so stupid crying over a video game, I'm not gonna lie, but as for the early Valentines and the Flowering, while those were not really my thing, they were still very, very beautiful realms, you know? I really loved the giant teddy bears. I think those were my personal favorites. I have so many photos and memories of you know, photo shoots that we used to do there as a whole, especially during my streams. So that's another realm that definitely really does hold really good memories in my heart, for sure. really thought that this was gonna be like a just a fun little video that I could film that I wouldn't need Wi-Fi for, and it kind of just like brings back so many memories. And I know that this is, you know, the part of my video where my viewer count diminishes because people don't like listening to people be emotional on YouTube videos, but I don't care. It's so hard. I'm so sorry. Oh. I don't know if it's a mix of it being 4 a.m. and the fact that, like, to just look back at the history of Royale High and, you know, to relive memories and stuff like that is a lot. Our next realm is going to be the Christmas house from 2017. Now, I don't remember this off the top of my head. I do know that I played in 2017. Looking at the photos, it definitely felt like an iconic realm. 2017 to 2018 Royale High, just in general, was, you know, just a really amazing time. I am only going to put it in Don't Really Go There, which should be didn't at the same time, but just because I don't really remember that specific realm off the top of my head, but 2017-2018 era of Royale High in general is iconic, is amazing. There's so many memories. Our next realm is going to be the Campus 2. Sorry, the photo in my file says classic Royale High bakery calf, which is technically what the photo is. Again, this is an iconic realm for me. Memories, role-playing, throwing cupcakes at people. Dude, it was a really big thing to make a bunch of cupcakes and then just like spam people's inventories with them. Hated people who did that, but I was also the same person who would do that, so you can only hate so much. But I do so many memories. Like Campus 1 and 2 are obviously the most iconic. No one can say that they aren't. Yeah. Our next 4 realms are going to be the classroom roleplay realms. This is going to be the Flowering, Glitterfrost, Everfriend, Flowering, Glitterfrost, and Tidal Glow. I don't think I have the Halloween version on here. I don't know if there is a Halloween version, but I feel like there is, and I don't have it on here, but I will find it and we'll put it on here so when you guys use it, you guys can have. So first up is going to be Everfriend. I don't know, I've always kind of felt like the Everfriend series of the Royale High updates were a really big iconic rise. Maybe not iconic, but they were beautiful. I just like I felt like there was always more that could be done. I don't go to the roleplay classroom. The last time that I went to the roleplay classroom was for the Christmas chest event. I don't go there. I don't roleplay a lot anymore. I think that's also been like a really big change for Royale High, is how it kind of drifted away from roleplaying for sure. I do like Flowering. I like the shades of green and pink together. I love that it gives kind of Cosmo and Wanda. I don't really go there though. Christmas one I loved. Definitely my favorite. I feel like there's a Halloween one. No, there is. It's right here. Okay, we're gonna slide. I don't know why it's all the way down here. I knew there was a Halloween one. Halloween one is going with Christmas though because it's beautiful. Halloween and Christmas, Glitterfrost and Royal Rain updates, I feel like definitely went all out, or do go more out there than like Flowering and Valentine's Day or Everfriend, but I guess there is only like so much you could kind of do for those two, so I think that's kind of why Glitterfrost and Royal Rain feel like they kind of go more over the top. And then Tidal Glow, I feel like there could be more, you know, like the Tidal Glow Castle's Heart went all out with a flooded castle. And then I feel like the Tidal Glow version, and this is just what it is for now, it doesn't mean that there might not be something that comes out in the future, obviously. I just feel like there could be more. I would love to see them be more themed as roleplay realms. The next area that we're going to do is the dormitory bathing quarters. This photo is just like the main area where like the sinks and stuff are. I do think they're iconic in a way. I think that is like the change of Royale High is definitely Campus 3 for sure. I love the bathing quarters. I love the little slide thing. Once I figured it out, I liked it. When I first couldn't figure out how to do it, I hated it. I have a tutorial on that if you still need help. The next area is going to be the Diamond Beach, like shop areas. I think these were amazing. I think this actually, the specific one that this photo of is iconic for me because I was live streaming, trying to join Call Me Haley, and while I didn't meet her in this realm, I did meet her in another realm, but originally she was doing like a show, like or filming for one of her episodes in that realm, and being able to meet her again there, and just be able to be a part of something, or just watch other people be a part of something was always really iconic. And I think that's cool. Our next realm is going to be Diamond Beach as a whole. Again, another really iconic realm. The memories, the campfires, the quest. I know a lot of people are going to throw shade at me. I loved the quest. I really did. I really enjoy those. The Monster Cat event quest that's there to get the little like kitty headphones. I loved that so much. It's changed a little bit now. They updated the game, I'm not sure when, at some point. Now, that has nothing to do, Royale High didn't update it, obviously, because that's not Royale High. But there was a lot of bugs last time I went to check it out, so I haven't really touched it since. But it is a really beautiful realm. I think there's a lot that people miss out on in Diamond Beach, for sure, especially roleplay-wise. Divinia Park, not to get confused with Divinia, is another really amazing realm. This photo is just of, sorry, I'm going to put that in meh, don't come after me, I swear. Is a really good realm. The photo is of like the entrance of the realm, but the realm itself is really fun. I always end up somehow missing a chest or two there when trying to do chest tutorials. I try my best. Our next realm is going to be Earth. This is the current Earth, because there are a couple other versions of certain realms, so trying to make sure that I specify that to myself. This is the current Earth, iconic. Like if I was going to just take the ones that are in iconic and have to tier list those two, I think I would definitely have a hard time, but for sure. I just, from the 4th of July events and, you know, the New Year's events and things like that, like, it was really cool. I had so many memories there. I remember one time, I used to, like, hide inside of the dumpster as, like, a baby. And, like, this was pre the Ozzy Plays era, okay? This was when I was a wee little lad. I still see people go there though, and I do think it's nice. I think it shows that there's still a touch of the nostalgia. I was really worried when I found out that they were removed, the two realms that they ended up removing, because everyone was like, oh, Earth's gonna be next. I was like, please no. Like, I am sad that certain things don't work there anymore, like the original teleportation room that was there and stuff like that. I think it would be cool to see them do something with Earth again, though. Just as, like, even if it was a one-time thing, you know? And I'm sure people would be like, oh, if they could do it once, they could do it again. I just, like, one more... Hey, like, a nostalgia throwback event would be so cool, I think. You know, to celebrate, like, a big milestone you know? Whether that be, we're almost close to 10 years of Royale High. I think it would be cool for the for Royale High to have a 10-year anniversary. And maybe they bring back old realms and they throw parties at the old stuff. I think to be able to show, even if the newer players who maybe not, who may have not known the history of Royale High, to kind of relive that history, I think would be really, really cool. The egg hunt. Now this photo is from 2024. It was a cool event. Loved the event to some extent. I just didn't care for it. I already had a lot of the items by time some of the stuff came out. I think I'm still missing a couple things here and there since then. I think it was a cool event for the people who liked it, but it wasn't for me. I personally, it just wasn't. Our next realm is the Enchantraverse, which I think is, again, another iconic realm. It is the realm of, where so many players, first played Royale High, so it's definitely an iconic realm, for sure. And it kind of gives me memories of the, I don't know if it's on here, I thought I put it on here, but the original, teleportation areas. I thought they were on this list, but I'm not entirely sure. The next area is going to be Falling Festivals. This is one of my favorite. I loved it. A lot of people had some not nice things to say about it when it first came out because they wanted the OG Halloween updates, but they ended up combining the two of them eventually, which I think was also even sick, which makes it even more iconic. I love Falling Festival. Would live there in real life if I could. I love festivals. I love, theme parks and stuff like that. So again, another really, really iconic one. So many memories. Enjoyed it so much. I just looked at what one is next. The resort. I could get... Oh God, I'm gonna cry so much in this video. I'm too emotional for this. Jeez, I just wish we knew why they removed it. And maybe a rework, please. I think that'd be so cool. A lot of people are trying to hint at that for the upcoming summer updates. I'm telling you right now, if they drop a rework of the resort, I think I'd die on the spot. As soon as I read Royale High dropped the resort rework, I'm dead. It's just an amazing realm. I think it should really come back. I know we have the apartments, okay? But there was more about the resort. It wasn't just the resort, I'm not sure if there was a reason on why they removed it other than the fact that it was older, I'm not sure if it was because of, the stuff with Enchantrix and the alleged, because I have no confirmation. I haven't seen any actual proof that Royale High was being sued, but allegedly Royale High was being sued. I haven't seen any confirmation. Again, I haven't seen anything anywhere that actually confirms that in any way, shape, or form. I've just seen people saying that it was being sued. So I assume maybe it had something to do with that. The front office. Now this does have other themes with it as well. So I'm going to drag these up here. I think there should also be a Halloween one. That's a classroom. Oh no, okay, it is there. I was like, am I blind? So we have the front office, the Halloween version, This looks like the Valentine's Day version, and then this one looks like the Christmas version. The front office as its whole was very iconic, especially when there was not just a wall, you know, and it had both sides and the staircases to the locker courtyard and the west wing and things like that. Locker courtyard, bro, please bring that back. I think they kind of did to some extent with the Campus 4, try and make like a Campus 4-fied version of it, but it's not locker courtyard, you know. I do, again, for once, I'm not a big fan of the seasonal ones that much. I just feel like there's not really ways that they can improve, but I feel like there's not really ways that they could disimprove, if that makes sense. It just is what it is, you know. Our next realm is going to be the Glitter Frost 2025 Snowball Fight realm. I do think this was iconic for sure. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I don't think it's iconic for me personally. Iconic in general, obviously. I think all of these could fall under that. But for me personally, I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. I didn't do the Snowball Fight much during 2025. I don't think I really played Royale much during 2025. A lot was happening near the end of my 2025. That was a year. 2025 as a whole was just a year. So yeah, I do think it was a beautiful realm. Next up we have the Glitter Frost version of Campus 2. This is not the winter versions, this is the Glitter Frost version, the ones that came out last year. Iconic, beautiful. I think it shows that Royale High is taking a step in a direction to try and bring back the old. I heard that it's still Christmas themed. Is that true? I don't know. I haven't gone to Campus 102 in a hot minute. And by a hot minute, I mean in like the past couple of weeks, because PC Wi-Fi issues have been nuts. But somebody said it's still Christmas themed. Glitter Frost themed, sorry. And I want to know if that's true. I don't know. The next one is the Glober Player realms. I think as a whole, they're cool. I love seeing the things that people could do with them. For me, I don't really use mine. My dorm specifically was made to work more for Campus 3 and Campus 4. So the Global Realms kind of breaks some stuff. There's still some bugs and stuff going on with the Global Realms, of course. I do think they're a beautiful add-on. It's just not something that I really use as much. I do go there every once in a while, which is why I'm putting it in meh, because what people could do with them are beautiful. The next one is the Gymnasium that was going to be for Campus 3 that has not come out yet, and we have, I don't think, any updates on if it was discontinued or anything like that, but I put it on the list because I found a photo of it. I think this looks beautiful. I think it could be iconic if they dropped it. The photo, hang on. If you've not seen it, this photo is absolutely gorgeous. And I really think there's so much that they could do with this. And they need to release it. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Anyways, the next one is the Halloween version of the Halloween 2018 castle. Again, another iconic one. So many memories. I just love when they drastically changed the realms for events, when it's not just, you know, a heart balloon or a teddy bear thrown everywhere. No shade to the Everfriend and the flowering updates, obviously, because there's not much that they could do, but they did more in the past for some of their Valentine's updates, so I feel like they could do more now. The next one is the vents. I do think they're iconic to a sense, because I've, you know, quests and stuff like that, but like, it's just the vents. half of the people forget that the vents exist or don't know that the vents exist. Navigating them is kind of hard. I have a chest tutorial that I just dropped that will show you all the chest locations. Somebody got upset that I wasn't using yet left and right and was saying here and there instead. I don't know my left and rights, and I'm extremely dyslexic. Just gonna throw that out there. Also, sometimes my videos flip, so if I say left, it may actually be on the right on the video, and then you're gonna go the wrong way, and then, yeah. So I'm sorry that I didn't use left and right, but your comment was mean. They also got blocked off of my YouTube channel, but like, that's besides the point. Anyways, the vents are cool as a whole, I guess, but like, I don't. If they got removed, I wouldn't really be heartbroken about it. I don't hope that they get removed. Obviously, I'm not saying that they should get removed. I'm just saying, like, I only go there to help people and do chest tutorials, so I could care less. It's just not a realm for me. The next realm is going to be the January-Winter 2018 lobby area. I believe this was one of the versions of the original Royal High, aka Enchantrix. I do, again, another iconic one. I love when they go, like, they completely, when it feels like it's a whole new realm when it comes to seasonal updates. The next area, Locker Courtyard. Please bring it back. Bring it back, please. Okay. I hope that wasn't really loud, but my apologies. Bring it back, please. Just give it to me. Anyway. What the heck? Okay, the next one is Luna Lagoon. Iconic. When it first came out and the diamonds were bugged and glitch, I thought that was hilarious. I loved seeing people crash. I love seeing people still crash. I love seeing some people, they'll do like kind of like a New Year's countdown when it's going to end and stuff. So I think it's definitely it's definitely pretty iconic. I just realized they have two of the same photos. I put the main campus on there twice. Oops. I'll fix it eventually. I'm probably gonna forget about it. We're gonna put this one in Beautiful, and we're gonna put this one in Iconic. There we go. Moonlight Square. Oh my god. I used to play on my streams. I used to do hide and seek on my streams of hiding in different realms, and Moonlight Square had so many good hiding spots. I want to bring back like Royal hide and seek. I think that'd be so fun. I do. I think that'd be sick. Maybe I should. The next one is the New Year's event from 2021. Iconic. And with the return of New Year's events, I think it is a step in the right direction for sure. Old Diamond Beach, by the way. Beautiful. I can't remember off the top of my head why they removed it, but I wish it would come back. The Port of Realms, that's what I was thinking of when it came to Enchantraverse. That's what Enchantraverse reminds me of, the Port of Realms. That's just what this photo is called, so that's what I'm calling it. Iconic, for sure. I love just meeting up with a bunch of people there as well. We've got the Private Mermaid Beach and then the Private Oasis. Both of these, that just sounded like I said racist. Oh my god. Oasis. I'm gonna stop now before somebody clips me and like takes that out of context. Again, both of those realms are very iconic. I wish they were still here. I really do. They were really, really cool. Next up is Rainy Day Classrooms. Let me make sure. We've got the Rainy Day Classroom as a whole. I think it was beautiful. Christmas, iconic. I loved the Christmas Rainy Day Classroom. I think it was so cool. I have the Halloween one on here as well. Again, I just really love when they do, see, I can't say it enough, and I'm going to say it a lot in this video. I really love when they do seasonal events that feel like it's a complete change. Like a whole new world. So, this next one is titled RIP New Campus. It was the, how do I explain it. It was going to be the second version of the Fairies and Mermaids Winx High School beta, because it was a beta photo, but I think it ended up just being like a completely different game in general. Very confusing. It had different areas though, that's what made it different. Again, iconic. Loved that place. I don't feel like it was really out for that long, but it doesn't feel like it was out for as long as it should have been, if that makes sense. So, really loved that. This next one is... What is this next one? Because the name just says screenshot from 2020. I'm gonna cry again. Correction, I already am, but that's besides the point. Lizzie was an amazing inspiration. And when I first started and I first got into Royale High, to see someone close to my age make the things that they were able to make with the talent that they had, this isn't fair. Oh, it's not supposed to, I'm not supposed to cry. This wasn't supposed to be this type of video. I'm so sorry. Oh. To see someone like her and be close to her age, and to see that despite, you know, the battles that they had to face, they were able to do such amazing things. I think she would be really proud to see where Royale High has gone today. And I think knowing that that she's been an inspiration to so many people really means a lot. And I really hope that she can continue to be that for people. Oh, this is not supposed to be a video that was gonna make me cry. It wasn't. It was supposed to be like this. Okay, sorry. I took a minute to breathe. I'm good. We're good. We're good. I'm gonna move on, because if I try and talk about it again, I'm gonna cry, and we're gonna be here even longer than we need to be here. This video is gonna be so long anyways. This next one is from 2019. Cannot, for the life of me, think of the realm's name off of the top of my head. But this is like one of the original wishing spots. The wishing area for... I'm pretty sure it was just called Divinium, was it not? Or was that somewhere else? Am I dumb? Do I know Royale High? Oh, that'd be a good video. Like a Royale High, like, what is it? What's it called? What's it called when you ask them a question and you gotta like figure it out? It's a boy trivia. Royale High trivia. That'd be cool. We did the roleplay classroom for Halloween. The next ones that we're gonna do are the arrival screens. So we have the Evening Fall, Everfriend, Glitterfrost, and Tidal Glow. I know that some people don't really count these as a realm, but the Ricky counts it as a realm, and I count it as a realm. I really need to learn enunciation. But I like them no matter what. Obviously, the Royal Wayne one is going to be my favorite. The other ones, they're okay. I do like the Pride one. They ended up doing Pride colors. Thought that was cool. We've got the Royal City from 2022. Again, another iconic realm. I'm noticing that there's not a lot in the Not For Me section, and I think that can show that even if it's like a realm that you're really not a big fan of, it still can be a really good realm, you know? We did the school offices. What's next? What's next? Where are we? I lost my placement on my list. Oh, Royal High Campus 2. Duh. What am I, stupid? Our next... I'm so sorry. Our next area is going to be the Royal High Campus 4. This was the mermaid version, so this version is again no longer here, but I feel like it lives in us in our current campus to some extent. Definitely iconic. The dungeons, they're beautiful. I think they're great. I really hate the parkour. I hate trying to do it for chess tutorials. I think in my recent chess tutorial, I literally just had to steal a video from another content creator doing it because I couldn't do it. Yeah. Anyways, the next area is going to be the original Earth from 2018. Oh, very old. Not really, it's like less than 10 years old. Another iconic realm, of course. We've got another screenshot from 2019 of the fairies and mermaid and Enchantraverse. There's a couple of them because there were a couple different versions. I'm gonna go ahead and put them all in iconic. Do I need to even try? Do I need to try? Snowboarding. You know, my snowboarding glitched out and they never ended up giving me my badge for one of the snowboarding events, but it was a while ago. It was like when it first came out. I didn't care. I do think it's a beautiful area. I love the little mini game. Loved doing it again last year. Do hope they continue to bring it back. Maybe add some more things and stuff like that as we go. Snow Globe Summit. To watch Santa Claus fly above my head and throw gifts down at the people below him was amazing. Please bring that back. I know you brought back the realm, but bring back, I don't care if it's duplicates. I would rather get 17 Santa Christmas bags to watch Santa fly over Snow Globe Summit and drop presents on us. Please bring it back. I also just really liked decorating Christmas ornaments and being able to see everyone else's. The original, one of the discontinued starting screens, I do think it was beautiful. Iconic for sure, definitely. The student dormitories, dorm area, this was the removed one that we're talking about. That is iconic. So many memories there. The Glitter Frost version of the dorms I don't know why I only have the Glitter Frost version for like the dormitories for Campus 3. I don't even have the normal version. I don't go there much, but I think they're okay. I don't think there's anything you could do to make them better, but I don't think they need to be better, if that makes sense. The Halloween version of Sunset Island, iconic. Sunset Island as a whole, iconic. Throne Tower, beautiful. So many amazing places to take pictures. Valentine's Lobby, okay? This is iconic. This is what I wish they would do for the Valentine's updates. Like, change up my entire map, please. I know it takes time. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just fantasizing. I don't care if it does or doesn't happen. We've got Wickery Cliffs. We've got Winter Castles. The Winter Campus 4 Castle. And then we have two different Wickery Cliffs photos. I think one of them is the manor. It's not the inside of the manor. So we've got Wickery Cliffs and then the manor. I loved the manor. I loved the ghost hunting. I thought that was so fun. I think these are all iconic. Very, very massive memories here. I was not expecting to cry whatsoever. in this video. But I think it was a well-needed cry, for sure. Sorry, I wanted to save it so then I could give it to my thumbnail artist. What are your thoughts? What is your most favorite Royale High Realm, and what is your least favorite Royale High Realm? And if I don't get to see you guys later today, I do hope to see you all later tomorrow. I apologize for being a little emotional in today's video. Just kind of tugged on some heartstrings. Was not expecting it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!